Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So as you saw by the title, this is part 2 of my last haul of this year. I did receive a few fragrances that I was still waiting for when I filmed part 1. And so I'm going to share these with you. Hopefully this is not going to be too long. I don't think I have that many fragrances here. Now, before I start, I just want to apologize because this video is probably going to be a bit dark. It's a very gloomy day outside and I do film with natural light. And unfortunately, this is the only opportunity I have to film this video or it simply won't be done. So I hope you can put up with the lighting in this one. So let's start with a fragrance that I blame on my friend Nisha. In fact, there will be 2 in this video that I blame her for making me purchase. I'm kidding, of course, but she sent me samples of these fragrances and I loved them and just had to get full bottles. So let's start with the first one. This is another fragrance from the Carolina Herrera Confidentials line. Yes, I had to get another one and this one really surprised me. So let me tell you what it is and then we'll talk about it quickly. This is Iris Empire. This is a tester. I don't know why I still have the tester box. I typically throw those out right away, but I kept this one for some reason. Here is the beautiful bottle. I've said before how much I love these bottles, and this fragrance really surprised me. You know, when I first heard about it, read the notes, I really didn't think it was for me. There's something about it that I didn't think I was gonna like. And then when Nisha got it and first shared her opinions about it, you know, I definitely thought I was going to hate it, but you know, we often exchange samples and she was sending me samples and included this one. And I was shocked that I liked it. In fact, I loved it. And so I had to get the full bottle. So what is this fragrance about? Now, the notes in here are cinnamon, davana, iris, violet, chocolate, leather, patchouli, benzoin, and olibanum. Now, first, when I smell this fragrance, I do get a lot of iris. Not very sweet. Yeah, not very sweet, maybe a little bit kind of woody, not too powdery, but I do get a lot of iris. This initial phase doesn't last very long at all. I would say 5-10 minutes. And then when the fragrance starts developing, that's when the beauty of this fragrance really comes out. I mean, there is chocolate in here. This fragrance is definitely chocolatey. You still get that iris, but there is it becomes much sweeter. There's a lot of chocolate there. There is a lot of spiciness in there. So cinnamon is evident. It becomes very rich, very deep. There is even a little bit of leather. Here you go, leather. You know, I mentioned Burning Rose from this collection in part 1 that had that leather vibe, which I loved, and I'm loving it in this one as well. For some reason, however leather is done in these Carolina Herrera fragrances, it just works for me. I love it. There is some patchouli in here, so it is earthy, it is woody, it is chocolatey, it is spicy, it is absolutely stunning. So I don't want to go on for too long about this fragrance, but it is gorgeous for sure. Next, I have a fragrance from Masque Milano, and this is my first fragrance from this house. I'm really not familiar with this house at all. And the fragrance is called Madeleine, not sure. Comes in this white box. Oh, let me open it. It's very tight. Okay, here we go. Here's the bottle. I think this is a 30 or 35 ml, which is kind of their standard size. So there you go. Okay, so I decided to choose this one as my first exploration into this house because this sounded like something that I would like. Sounds like a kind of gourmand type of scent. The notes in here are whipped cream, chestnut, cumin, tuberose, cypress, geranium, milk, vanilla, tonka, musk. So, you know, most of the notes sound very appealing to me, and I'm not sure about this fragrance. I will be honest with you. I don't hate it and I don't love it. I'm somewhere in the middle. It is sweet, although it is not overly gourmand. It is spicy. Maybe it's the cumin. I'm getting quite a lot of cumin in here, and I will be honest, cumin is not my favorite spice. I am also getting chestnuts for sure, and I am getting a lot of lactonic quality. So there is milk, whipped cream, maybe tuberose is adding to it as well. So it's very, very creamy and very, very lactonic. And perhaps it's the overload of this lactonic quality together with cumin that I am not loving in this fragrance. Like I said, I don't hate it for sure. I am still exploring it. I have not tested it enough. So we will see what happens to this one, but it's not a straight up winner for sure. Next fragrance, on the other hand, is a definite winner. This is Vanille de Tahiti from Perris, Monte Carlo. And I did purchase 50 ml, which I will be honest with you, I am regretting. I wish I got 100 ml because I love this fragrance. Absolutely love it. The 50 ml bottle looks really small. It's a cute, tiny bottle. This fragrance is beautiful. Of course, this fragrance is about vanilla, as you can tell by the name, but it's a really interesting, different type of vanilla, at least different to me. So the notes in here are champaca, ylang ylang, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, and musk. This is a very soft, floral, slightly tropical, and I would even say fluffy type of vanilla. It is definitely sweet, but it's not overly sweet either. It is such an elegant vanilla. I would not really call this a gourmand vanilla. This is more floral, tropical type of vanilla. More than anything else, I'm getting vanilla, ylang ylang, and I am getting sandalwood because it has a definite element of creaminess to this. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this. It is such an understated, elegant, and gorgeous scent. You know, I wrote on my community tab recently that I got a new job and I have to go to the office a couple of times a week now. And this has been my favorite scent to wear to the office because it is not overpowering. You know, I can't really wear my beastly fragrances to the office. So this one is definitely not beastly. It is, you know, understated. It's not too much in your face. It doesn't project very far, but it lasts well and it creates such a beautiful bubble around me. You know, I can smell this on myself pretty much all day long, but you know, I don't offend anyone else in the office with my scent. So absolutely gorgeous and different type of vanilla. Now, I'm going to show this one briefly because I did a full dedicated video to Kayali Eden Juicy Apple. I think I got the name. So it comes in this gorgeous red bottle. Okay, it's kind of hard to take out. I'm not going to take it out at this point. If you want to know my opinion about this fragrance, definitely check out my review. I'm going to link it up here. Am I going to keep this fragrance? Most likely I won't. And again, if you want to know the details, check out that video. I don't want to spend too much time about it here. Everything is said in that video. Now, there's one more fragrance that I want to mention in this video, although I don't have the bottle in it anymore. This is the new release from Gallagher Fragrances called Rose Noir, which is supposed to be sort of a big sister of Rosé All Day, let's say, a stronger version of Rosé All Day. And you know that Rosé All Day is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. I talk about it so often on this channel. I absolutely love it. And when I found out that they were releasing this new Rose Noir, I just had to try it. I absolutely had to try it. And I did order it. It arrived. And the reason I don't have it anymore is because as much as I love Rosé All Day, that's how much I hated Rose Noir. I could not wait to get rid of this fragrance. I couldn't even wait to keep it until I filmed this haul. It had to go. And I'm mentioning it here in case any of you are interested in purchasing it, and you might love it. I'm just giving you my opinion. So very briefly, I will tell you, I'm not going to go into all the notes, but very briefly, it does have some elements of Rosé All Day, like the apple crisp, the honey, whatever, which you kind of get when you first spray it on. But very quickly, that kind of disappears. And this fragrance is completely overwhelmed, overpowered by leather and oud. Not even so much oud as mostly leather, and it's just kind of rough, tough type of leather, and that's really all I was getting. I was even starting to get some medicinal vibes from it. I love Gallagher. I love a lot of their fragrances, but this to me was a huge fail. So it came, and I think it left pretty much the same day. That was a total disaster for me. Okay, now there are some really amazing fragrances left. So let's start with Sense of Wood. I mean, it's a relatively new house. I've heard about them for a while, and there is one fragrance in particular that really piqued my interest, that I was really curious about and had to try. So I purchased it. This is Plum in Cognac. Of course, I love boozy scents, so I had to get this one. So it comes in this pretty simple, somewhat flimsy box, to be honest. And here's the bottle. You can customize these bottles. They come in different colors, I think white, chocolate brown, and this dark gray or gunpowder color, and the cap and this little thing can be customized as well. But this is the color scheme that I decided to go with. This was a blind buy, of course, but this was a huge winner. So the notes in here are rum, plum, vanilla, cinnamon, immortelle, pearl balsam, osmanthus, labdanum, and vetiver. What a stunning boozy scent it is. I mean, plum is definitely front and center here, but I would not say it's like a fresh plum. It's more like dried plum, like a prune to me. It is woody, definitely very woody. It is a little bit smoky. Rum is here, so it is definitely boozy. There is some sweetness in here, of course, but not too much. Like it's more sweet in a fruity plum kind of way rather than in a vanilla type of way. I don't know if that makes any sense. This is rich. This is sexy. This is sophisticated. This is deep, delicious, intoxicating, amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. This scent is very addictive, very addictive. When I spray it, I just want to keep smelling myself and keep smelling myself. Gorgeous scent. Haven't tried anything else from this house, cannot speak about anything else, but this one I love. Next, let's talk about a coffee scent that I've wanted to try ever since I heard, maybe, I don't know, a year or so ago, Paula talk about on her channel. And again, I love coffee scents. You know, I have a couple of videos dedicated to coffee and tea scents, and this one I just couldn't get because this company was shipping, it seemed like it was shipping all over the world except for Canada. And recently they started shipping to Canada, so I absolutely had to try it. I'm talking about Coffee Addict from Theodoros Kalotinis, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Here's the box. It's a very simple, simple box, nothing to it. The packaging is simple. The bottle is, very simple as well. But the scent is incredible. It's an incredible coffee scent. Absolutely stunning. So there is coffee, there is caramel, cacao, and vanilla. And this does smell like maybe, I don't know, like some kind of macchiato or something. Like there's definitely some cream in this coffee. There's definitely a lot of sweetness, like caramel is added in, and it is delicious. It is not overpowering. Like if I was to compare it to Follow from Kerosene, it's definitely not as strong or as potent as that coffee. That's definitely an espresso without any cream added in. This one has cream in it. It has a lot of sweetness, like sugar and caramel added in, but you're still getting, the coffee essence in here. Coffee Addict, I think, is a perfect name for this fragrance. It has great performance, and I mean, price-wise, it's very, very reasonable. So I'm thrilled to finally have this one in my hands. Next, we have the second fragrance that I purchased because of Nisha, because she sent me a sample of this fragrance. And in fact, I mentioned it in my winter holidays video. At that time, I just had a sample, but now I have a full bottle. I'm talking about Tabacolor from Maison Dior. So standard packaging, as always, I ordered 125 ml. I kind of like my bottles to look uniform. So the other two that I have are also in this size. And this was another surprise. Like I mentioned in that video, when this fragrance first came out, I didn't pay attention to it. I don't know why. I just thought based on the name, I thought it was all about tobacco, and I wasn't really interested in tobacco heavy scent, and I was so wrong. I'm not going to spend too much time on this again because I just talked about it in another video. Essentially, this fragrance, to me, is all about honey. It's honey overload. It's thick, it's sweet, it's rich, it's like honey dripping down your hands. There is tobacco in here for sure. There are, in fact, several types of tobacco in here, but it's not overpowering tobacco. It's not very strong. It's not unpleasant. It's tobacco that gives like oomph to this fragrance. It gives smokiness to this fragrance, and it makes it more interesting. Absolutely stunning and absolutely beastly. This fragrance has to be used in moderation. I just got this bottle. In fact, this arrived yesterday, and I sprayed it in the evening, pretty much before going to bed. And I sprayed it once. I woke up this morning and I could still smell it on my hand. This really, you cannot overspray this one. Use it in moderation. Like, I honestly think 2 or 3 sprays is more than enough. But if you enjoy honey in your fragrances, definitely give this one a chance. It's amazing. And that brings me to the last fragrance in this haul. This one has been on my mind for a while, ever since I saw Giselle talk about it, and I saw somebody else on YouTube. I can't remember who it is, but I definitely saw it on several channels. And this is a fragrance from the house of EBK Parfums. They don't even have a website. You have to contact them on Instagram, say that you're interested in purchasing, and then, they take you through the steps of how to do that. And that kind of deterred me from, getting it. I mean, it just seemed a bit complicated. I wish there was a website where I could go and purchase it. And in addition to that, of course, the fragrance is quite pricey. So I've kind of put it in the back of my mind for a while, but I kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and I just had to get it. Why? Because this is a vanilla fragrance. Many speak about it as, sort of this amazing best vanilla ever, and I just had to try it for myself. So I'm talking about Ruby and Vanilla Intense from EBK Parfums. This is how it comes. I wanted to show you full presentation. So we take off this sleeve. Here's the box. Very luxe, very heavy, very sturdy packaging. Now it's magnetic. It opens up. Here's the gorgeous red bottle. There's the pamphlet in here. There you go. This is how it looks. Now, before I talk about the fragrance, I quickly want to mention my experience of purchasing it, because like I said, it's not a sort of a straightforward transaction. My transaction went very smoothly. You know, they responded to me quickly. It was shipped out. It came to me pretty quickly. I didn't have to pay any duties. So, you know, I was pretty happy with the process. So here's the bottle. Let me show it to you. Okay, so let's talk about the notes first. We have bergamot, mandarin, iris, rose, vanilla, patchouli, velvety notes, mandarin, ambergris, almond, gaiac wood. Okay, I'm not sure if I captured everything, but that's majority of the notes. And I really didn't know what to expect. And you know, when I first sprayed it on a blotter, I was a little bit taken back because I could barely smell anything. Like, it was so light and so unclear to me exactly what I was smelling. But first, spray this one on your skin, and two, give it like a minute, like literally a minute or two. And this becomes stunning. It really is stunning, you know? I would say the hype is real about this one. If you enjoy vanilla, this is gorgeous and it's different. This vanilla is very different. I wouldn't exactly call it gourmand. To me, again, it's more of a floral vanilla, but it's hard to explain. And it's hard for me to pick out, you know, any of the notes listed here. Honestly, I don't smell any of them separately. It's just this beautiful mix, this beautiful concoction of all of these notes that creates this aroma. I really cannot separate it into notes. Yes, it's vanilla. Yes, it is floral. There's some kind of florals in here, but I don't know what they are. There is a bit of freshness in it, so perhaps that's mandarin and bergamot playing a role. And you know, they're velvety notes, which I don't know exactly what it means, but I would definitely describe this fragrance this way. It is velvety, it is smooth, it is very round, it is really well blended. It's gorgeous, you know, for those that enjoy vanilla and maybe are looking for something different in vanilla category, you know, not your average gourmand edible type of vanilla. This is stunning. Now, it's not a beast. It's not a beast for sure. It's not a powerful fragrance to begin with. You know, it's more elegant, sophisticated, kind of understated type of scent. But the longevity is really, really good. I mean, really good. Again, this is one of my favorite fragrances to spray when I go to the office. It lasts me the whole day. I come home and that's after, you know, washing your hands multiple times, and I can still smell it. Longevity is excellent. But, you know, it doesn't have humongous projection. I wouldn't call it skin scent, but it also doesn't have humongous projection. Again, it creates this beautiful bubble around me that I am loving. I'm enjoying smelling it all day long. I don't get tired of this scent. I've really, really been enjoying it. It is quite addictive also, I have to say. Now, I think a big question here is this scent is very, very expensive. Is it worth the price? I don't know. I can't answer that question. It's an individual decision, you know. The packaging, the presentation are very, very luxe, very high quality, without a doubt. For me, the scent is beautiful and it's worth it. But, you know, I'm a vanilla lover. So, like I said, it's an individual decision. Now, when I purchased this bottle, they also sent me a 15 ml travel spray of another fragrance. It comes in this little pouch, and let me take it out. Here it is. It's a really cute little bottle. Now, the writing on here is really, really tiny, so I can't really tell you the exact name, but it's something related to a tuberose. It's some kind of tuberose scent. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do a giveaway with this travel spray. You know, let someone else try it and enjoy it. Now, I haven't really decided exactly how or where I'm going to do the giveaway, whether it's going to be here on YouTube or I might do this giveaway on Instagram. Please check out the description below. It will have all the information about this giveaway. But this bottle, this little one, is definitely not for me. It is going to go to one of you. All the rules and where it's going to be held and how are going to be in the description, so definitely check it out. Okay, I'm under 30 minutes, that's good. It didn't take too long. This is definitely the last part, the last haul of this year. No more purchasing is happening. I am really hoping, and I know that I will go, maybe not on no buy, but again, I'm gonna go on low buy starting new year. It's just, I have too much and I need to enjoy these fragrances. But so definitely let me know what have been your latest purchases. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.